Sorry about that. Had an interruption of stream there. So hopefully everything is going out okay.
Looks good here.
Okay. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
We're starting.
And I have one thing to say.
Hmm?
I shall prevail. Yeah, that music's got me scarred for life.
Enjoying your doggo.
I'm enjoying random roulette.
Okay. Shall we get this road on the show?
If we must.
Graha?
So the spirit vessel proved useful after all. Excellent.
Yeah, here's Angelo, just floating around. Can't select him though.
Nope.
Estinian?
If this Fandaniel truly is without reason or creed, he is no better than a rabid dog. Treat with him if you must, but be ready to do what is necessary. Yeah, it's likely to come down to that, but...
More than likely, yeah. Alice? Estinian told me all as well, but nothing more. Honestly, it's like getting blood out of a stone with him. I take it from Alphino's absence that he's needed elsewhere.
Also, yes. Or stoic not.
Well, that all sounds rather frustrating, but you got there in the end. While you were off talking to Nodes, Graha and I were learning much as we could about Tiamat's condition.
Our readings confirm that her ethereal balance leans strongly towards the umbral, as was the case with Cole. Therefore, all other things being equal, the treatment should work. The difficulty lies in the sheer quantity of aether with which we must contend. Multiple applications of the treatment will inevitably be required if we are to reverse the effects of the tempering completely.
Meaning, I'll need to gather all the aether I can get. Thank you in advance.
No problem. Although this endeavor will ask much of us, we do have one reason to be optimistic. Namely that Tiamat shows no signs of fanatical devotion, suggesting a milder case of tempering than that suffered by the Coles. Tiamat saw a Bahamut as an equal rather than a god. Might that have made a difference?
Now that you mention it, it very well might. She would not have believed in necessarily to defy his will. But enough talk. It's time to put our theories to the proof. Tell Alphino to disengage the restraints. Aether dampeners.
And here's hoping we're not about to have to subdue Tiamat.
I'm counting on you, Angelo. Ah, such warmth. The frost that shroudeth my soul doth begin to thaw. But what are these? Visions of days long forgotten, of war with men of Allag. Wherefore do such baleful memories return to me now?
Could it be that the process of restoring her soul to its pre-tempered state is awakening ancient memories? Or might the opposite be true? If so, by helping her to recall the past, we may be able to speed her recovery. Right, Leia? There. She trusts you. Speak to her. Ask her to tell you of times past. Tell me of Bahamut and the Asians.
Yeah.
I think we're going to need both.
Ah, Bahamut, my beloved. Would that the peace we found in Mericidia could have lasted for eternity. But alas, it was not to be. The Asians saw it to that. In all creation, I know none more wicked. It was that their behest that men of Alag first came unto Mericidia, unto our home. The tale began with Bahamut and I left father's side. We took wing in search of a place to make our eyrie. Beyond the southern oceans, we discovered a lush and fertile land. It had become known as Mericidia by the children of men, though many years were to pass before they crossed the sea. Upon our arrival, we were welcomed by the peace people found the forest, kin unto the trees. Surrounded by nature's bounty, Bahamut and I had found a place to raise our young.
Fascinating. This correlates with the writings of the Charlean scholar Urusha. She posits that man first settled on the southern continent towards the end of the Second Astral Era. Correctly, it would appear. If only she were with us to hear the tale from Tiamat herself.
Again, Angelo! When first the children of man arrived at our shores, no foot did they set in those places over which we held domain. Such was their fear of dragonkind, and as they kept their distance, so did we let them be. Yet as the days went by, ship after ship appeared upon the horizon, bearing even more of their brethren, who divided the vast land amongst themselves. For a time, they knew peace and prosperity, but as their numbers grew, the smaller of their share came to seem, and soon they began to covet the territory of their fellows. Ere long, man fought man. Blood was answered with blood, and none could see the end to the strife, until one day they came to us. Recognizing our wisdom, they entreated us to intercede in their conflicts. Bahamut agreed, and with him presiding over the affairs of men, the land knew peace once more. Alas, those golden days of harmony, too, were fated to end. For the men of Alag slew my beloved, and I, in my rage and sorrow, heeded the envenomed words of the Asian. The rest thou knowst only too well. But your tale doesn't have to end there. When you are free, we'll rid the world of the Asians together, and with you and your beloved will have justice.
Fine sentiments, but you're almost spent. I'll keep watch from above. If the treatment fails, run.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. I swear, when this is over...
Keep going, Alice. The magic is working.
Graha?
Slowly but surely, the magic is working, aided no doubt by the memories you bade her share.
Alisade? Well, I knew this wasn't going to be easy. No patient could have prepared me for treating a great worm. But we're close. I can feel it. And while I've only gotten a few more drops of aether left to give, with yours and Graha's, this will work.
And I believe I speak for both of us when I say that you may take as much as you require.
Careful. I might hold you to that. All right. Here I go.
No. I'm almost there. This is it, Angelo.
Yes, I feel it. The Echeon's grip groweth weak.
Did it work?
We won't know for certain until the shackles are removed.
Answer me this, children of man. Can my kindred be saved in this manner?
Many have been subjected to the Allagan's dark arts, their flesh irrevocably altered. For such tortured souls, I fear there can be no salvation.
My children.
Slusk an all for kail an. Slusk saith so in an.
Should you hearken my call, we shall fly together once more. Should you not, I shall grant you peace.
Afatan. One Lis an. Do ud an.
Better to die than live as a tool of evil. You too would wish this, I know, and I shall do as I must.
When that time comes, you won't be alone. We'll stand by you.
She's in an.
Thou hast my gratitude, little one.
Alphino's ready. It's time. it. And let's hope the treatment worked as it should.
Bahamut, my beloved.
Uljas, Ul Asa, Vesk
For vengeance and atonement, I rise.
By the gods!
Orionje, your timing could not be better. Understood, we're on our way. It's Bahamut. He's been sighted over Pagalthan. He flies for the largest Amalja settlement in the region, at the head of a vast host, including dragons.
Oh boy.
Did you hear all that, Alphino? You'd best rejoin your comrades.
As
I'll
ever.
make my own way.
Are you sure about that Estinian?
Our enemy awaits. Shall we?
Show off.
Yeah, complete nutter. Alice, eh? I'll be fine. Plenty of time to recover on the airship. Graha?
Sure, you're desperate to join Estinian and Tiamat in battle. It would be wiser to gather the full strength of the Scions first. The foe we face demands no less.
Smoked chicken.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm going for the money.
Smoked silver pieces.
Yes! Checking with Alice. Same as before.
The Flames of War. With Lunar Bahamut bound for Pagalthan, Grahatia is determined to call upon the aid of your fellow Scion. I have already sent word to the others. We're to rendezvous in Ulda at the Hall of Flames. Let us collect Alphino and be on our way. Well, small change in the landscape.
Just a little. A very happy change.
Because after, however many thousand years or whatnot it's been since Tiamat was chained there, yeah, that's part of the landscape.
Yeah. But I'm so happy they just didn't write her off.
Oh, yes.
Oh, thank you for the free transport to Ulda. We really appreciate that MSQ.
And also much for taking a look around the area.
Alice, if you're worried about me, don't. I got some rest during the flight, and now I'm ready and now I feel I'm ready for anything. I need to get better at my reading. I'm sorry, guys. Graha.
First a spate of abductions, and now an attack on the Amalja homeland. What do the Telephoroi aim to achieve with all of this?
Alphino?
As I am sure you recall, Arnvald and Fordola were bound for Pagalthan. I pray they have not come to any harm.
Ishtola? By happy coincidence, Kryl and I were in the process of concluding our inquiries when the news reached us of Lunar Bahamut's return. There's much to discuss, but it will have to wait. Husbando?
The foe we face, we know but little. Though time be of the essence, we must not stint in our preparations, lest our haste fly to the aid of the Amalja cost us our best chance of victory.
Think red.
Tinny! Now, I know some of you could do with a rest, but I'm sorry to say that Telephoroi have other plans. Pagalthan is already under siege. Happily, the Immortal Flames arrived just in time to join the defensive effort, with Marshal Taupin at their head. Oh dear. Well now, given the failure of the peace negotiations, I was uncertain how the Sultanate would respond. It is good to hear that Ul'dah has not abandoned the Amalja. Probably,
Talpon?
yeah, Turrican, yeah. Abandoned them? Did we not profess to be their friends?
Ah, no. It's the
Sultan.
Sultana.
Sultana.
And I see he's back in his old garb.
Your Grace.
Marshal Taupin has made provisions for such an exigency and was ready to depart. Let me try that again. Sorry, guys.
Take two.
Marshal Taupin has made provisions for such exigency and was ready to depart at a moment's notice. All that was required was the agreement of the syndicate, each of whom voted in favor of the intervention.
That must have been a heck of a vote.
Nor is Ul'dah alone in this resolve. The other alliance nations have likewise dispatched troops to Pagalthan. Yet, even with our combined strength, we shall be sorely tested, for we face not only the might of the Imperial Legion, but Lunar Bahamut and his draconic horde besides. Tiamat's children. Fight as we may, victory is by no means assured. But not all of the omens are grim. Our forces report that despite their proximity to Lunar Bahamut, none of the Amalja show any signs of tempering. Strange. What primal would turn down a chance to claim new thralls? Unless it's incapable of doing so. Primals are not wont to serve a master, Ascian or otherwise. It may well be that Lunar Bahamut differs in some fundamental manner from those we have previously encountered. If that were true, anyone could fight him, and Theron and the others like him wouldn't have to shoulder the burden alone. Be that as it may, Lunar Bahamut remains an incalculable powerful foe whom our soldiers will struggle to best through the mere force of arms. With the aid of the Scions, however, I believe that we will fare far better, assuming, that is, you are ready to take the field. An airship awaits to bear you to the front. Pray set forth as soon as you are able. I, meanwhile, shall continue to coordinate our forces. Till next we meet, may the 12th bless and keep you. It was kind of her to speak with us personally. You may be certain she has no shortage of other responsibilities.
I, for one, am inclined to do as Her Grace requests. Lest we forget, Arnvold and Ferdola are in Pogglethon on reconnaissance. The sooner we save the day, the better their chances. Indeed. To the airship, then.
Okay then.
Airship landing.
Yep, we need to go to the airship landing.
And mind the eggs.
Yeah, we need to do the Easter. Probably Saturday afternoon, maybe.
Yep.
I feel bad. I have not done it on any of my alt rounds. Well, except for the buttons.
Yes. You don't want giant chicken outfits?
Let's see. We need to talk to... Who do we need to talk to?
Round back here.
Yeah, where everyone else is congregated. Jeez. Aranje?
Lest thou wonder, I have attended to Thancred's ammunition, and completed mine own preparations. I trust thou canst say the same of thine.
Thancred?
Try as I might, I cannot fathom why the Telephoroi would move to attack the Amalja. If Vandaniel's objective is death and destruction, one of the city-states would surely have been a better target. No, they have some other agenda. One encompassing the recent abductions, perhaps.
Graha?
Do you think Estinian and Tiamat have already reached Pogglethon? Ah, but I should know better than to speculate on the whereabouts of the Azure Dragoon. Forgive me.
Alfie?
It is not impossible that the Telephoroi redirected some of the troops stationed at the tower to the front line. If so, this may all turn out to have been for Arnvold and Ferdola's benefit.
Alisei. Given what we know, some, or perhaps even all, of the Imperial soldiers may have been tempered. If we can subdue them, we would be able to do something about that, but they would see us as the enemies even then. That said, they wouldn't be deaf to reason, which is better than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Ishtola? So, the Telephoroi have constructed buildings capable of tempering, and the primals which are not. What secrets are they hiding? Yes! Okay, Mr. Frontline's pilot.
We're skipping to the front of the queue, huh?
Yeah.
Greetings, we've been expecting you. But say the word and we shall depart for Pogglethon at once.
And we have opened the
Idle
new
time
dungeon.
now accessible.
Unfortunately, actions in the...
I'm definitely ready.
Hey there! Well, here's hoping your machine holds up.
Yeah, no kidding. Glad I have this little netbook. Allows me to watch Twitch. So that way I still have access to the chat.
Not a problem. Seeing if we can scrounge up a fourth. Though all of them look like they're ready to go! Checking with them for a sec. Small talk. Ah, Ryanje.
At the cost of his own life did Master Louisoix strike down the primal Bahamut. Whatever the true nature of this new incarnation, it cannot be suffered to threaten this star.
Thancred?
Like most who have spent time in Nolda, I haven't always seen eye to eye with the Amalja. But today I will fight side by side with them in common cause, and hope that none of them remember me.
Graha?
The grasslands of Pugglethon will make for an open battlefield. Many though our enemy are, we will not have to fight against the terrain, at least.
We'll see about that. Alfie?
Dealing with Lunar Bahamut and his hordes, so too will we render aid to Arnvold and Ferdola. Come, let us go.
Alisei? Whether he's here or not, you can be sure Fan Daniel is behind this attack, and that makes me doubly determined to see that it fails. You got it, girl. Stola? I know not what designs the Talaferoi have for Bethelgon, but I do know they must be stopped, for the good of the Amalja, and for us. Not getting a fourth. Actually, checking Nocturnal real quick. No. No one I know is really on. To...
Bummer. So how do you want to handle this?
Opinions, Rye?
I mean, there is our usual, but...
Which would be,
Now,
popping the trust.
yeah. Now this is a dungeon and not a trial.
This is a dungeon.
Okay.
They do not allow the trust for trials.
True. Though there's enough of them.
Yeah, I know. And they have done a pseudo trial with a pseudo trust. It's just, it was considered a one-time quest duty, and then you can never rerun it. And that was the original taking in Memoriamente as part of Sidception.
Right.
It's like actions busy.
Ursi is who knows where again.
Yeah, well, it's Ursi. She's got kind of a full docket.
Yeah.
Do we want to split and then trust it then?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Kind of bummer, but if we use Duty Finder, what's going to happen is we're going to get a tank who face pulls the entire dungeon at lightning speed.
Necessarily, but the odds are higher than we'd really appreciate.
Because they expect they expect you to already know all the mechanics.
Not even.
Yeah. Understood. No problem.
Otherwise, we totally would. I really wish you could do trusts in a party and just have like a trust member fill in that last hole.
Yeah.
As it is, I was kind of mentioning to Rye earlier, I don't know if I said on air, but I was looking up different achievements, and while I can't get hard numbers like this many people have gotten this achievement, I can get percentages of entire player population. And one of the things I found interesting was that apparently only 14% of the active player population has actually max leveled their trust.
Oh, really?
I'm like, really? Only 14%? Form a party and depart for Paxthalon. Who do I want?
Yeah, that's a very good question.
Actually, in this case, I'll
Our
probably
fates are
take
not yet sealed.
Husbando
I stand ever ready.
and Graha. This way, I have access to the freaking limit break. Because if Alisae's in the party, that is never going to happen.
And I am thinking of sticking the twins in.
If you go with one, you have to go with both. The only thing you have
Yes.
to watch for is that Alphino can get a little possessive of his sister and will heal her before he heals you.
Yes!
Even if you're tanking.
Yes!
Thanks, Alphino. Love you too.
And just wait until Alisae finds out.
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing Y'shtola, but having an all-boy team is kind of interesting. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we're going there.
Now, my question is, Thancred or Graha?
Good question. I'd almost want to say Graha, because I've got a funny feeling that if you want Thancred, in order to do... One of the things with Thancred is that he won't do his actual burst damage unless Reen's in the party.
Yes.
But Reen's no longer an option.
Yep.
So I bet you Urianger's filling in. So
Maybe.
those two kind of... So I've got a feeling that if you want Thancred to do his actual DPS spike rotation, you need Urianger in the party.
Yep.
So you having Graha actually tanking makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the nice things about Graha is he's an all-rounder. He can heal, he can tank, he can DPS.
Yes.
I'm surprised they don't have him with a, I can do ranged DPS too!
Yeah.
Because when you originally meet him, he's an archer.
Yeah. Okay.
We ready?
Yeah.
And actually, if you're taking Graha, I'll go ahead and take Stola.
Okay.
That way we split our team
Get
evenly.
completely different teams.
Yeah. Yes, Graha is the best fanboy. I really at some point need to do a picture of him in like a t-shirt
Girding
saying
up.
I love Warrior of Light and holding like a hug pillow and a cap and a fan. Like he just came out of a convention.
That would be hilarious.
Oh boy. And there's
Interesting.
Tiamat.
Ascian vermin, you shall torment my children no longer.
Okay, let's do this, guys. Guess what's behind us? What's it? Take a moment to assess the situation. Glory be
Okay.
to Garlemald.
We win or we die.
Oops, if I hit the right buttons.
Didn't take long.
Man, I love Stardiver. Oh, that's horrible. Talafavoy, the Dragon Type.
Okay.
It's a
I'm
match
not mad.
of the
I just finished the first fight.
it's in the second.
Tilivoy, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
something
because
like that.
Voiver is a type in the Turning Mists,
Yeah.
and they've just kind of melded it with Talaferoy.
Yes.
Like, that's horrible. Hello. It's interesting, the remix of the Amalja theme.
Ah, that's what this is.
Ah, we have the Gobbies coming to help.
Wait.
Sorry, I'm just kind of opening up with both guns here.
That's not enough. Glory be! Pull him home! Lesser Tillo Dragon.
Talori Tulahan. Ah, road is open.
Now, wasn't somebody saying about wide open grass fields?
Yeah, yeah, and just think these are all probably forced conscripts originally.
Yeah.
Because that's how Garlemald works.
Not entirely.
Ooh, nice shooting there, Tex. I'm sitting in front of first boss.
I have no idea how far away I am.
Not that far, actually. I'll flip
Okay,
you so
but-
we can watch. And probably no one heard me because I was facing away from the mic.
I heard you, so they probably did.
Oh, trust me, Urianger is more so Estinian and Sir Americ. Urianger tends to be on the low end of the fanboy scale, but yeah, the original voice they had for him is just like, you can must needs me all day. Go ahead, read me that tome on etheric works that you pulled from the Charlian libraries. Let's be honest, Theron appreciates brains.
Biting my tongue.
He appreciates a good body too, but brains needs to be part of that. Oh, and let me tell you, the fanfic for Harchathon
Thank
is
you,
mighty.
Overdeveloper. Gee, can't imagine. Okay.
Yeah, there's the first boss.
Well, isn't he pretty? So, Mach Citadel.
And notice what's
There
in
it
the
is.
background.
Yeah. Now let's see. Yeah.
Not
yeah,
your
yeah,
average
you're
dragon
right.
by the looks of it.
No, it's kind of a coral dragon.
Yes, it is a coral dragon. We saw it initially in Finding Coil of Bahamut. Ready?
True. Yeah.
Ooh! Ooh, that's evil. Wait, I can get in here!
Has been redirected.
I missed that one. Too busy trying to figuring out how to keep my uptime.
Owie. And there goes the limit break. Thanks, LSA. Okay. Uh-oh. Ow.
Ah, you considered on the,
Right. Right. No. Damn it. It must have debuffed me. I can't. I didn't. Meow. Not understanding what happened.
it looks like you take it to the pillars on the outside.
Yeah, but I'm not sure how to do it.
Just
Because it just
kinda
happened all by itself the first time, and then it didn't happen at all the second.
run straight into a pillar.
Maybe I just spotted it too late.
Ooh, and I'm up to a 4-stack vulnerability. Nice.
Dare I ask what that's coming from?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to run this a few times to get the full max.
Okay. Nope, no avoiding that one. That's not the vulnerability. Okay, good.
We get Greaves of Striking. I will wait till you finish your boss. Did you have to restart?
Yeah, it wiped me.
Ooh, ouch. Yeah.
If you don't get the what's it just auto kills you. Oh boy.
You can do it. But you're taking him down at a nice clip, so yay!
Yep. Kind of starting to wonder why the fight was getting boring there.
Okay,
Yeah,
that
okay.
big orb is
Yes,
giving you the...
yes.
Yeah.
There's just no way around it.
Not easily. By the way, these guys kind of were butt in the finding coil as well, so this is nothing new.
I'm sorry, nothing has ever been a butt in Binding Coil. Short of the bosses. Because we do it so over level.
I tried going in as questing at level 60 in the starter Gunbreaker stuff.
Oh dear.
Nope. She could do some of first coil, just
Yeah.
not the last boss.
Huh. Well, that's a new coffer.
That's the coffer they use for hard and extreme Ifrit.
Huh. Sash of Striking. Of course it's striking.
Of course it's striking.
What took you so long?
And there he goes.
Let's split up.
One could not ask for more dependable allies.
Hello guys. Oh boy.
Get him. That's your plan. Get him.
It's very Estinian. He just wants to do his own thing.
I will say one thing I was thinking the other day, and this is kind of pointing up. Something Bird kind of needs is a AoE version of Pitch Perfect.
Well, it might be something coming in. We are expecting class changes soon.
Well, they have to add something to it for the expansion. But yeah, that was something I was realizing that was kind of missing. Because of course the middle song has nothing other than, speed up. The first song resets the timer on a timer that is either AoE or single target.
By the way, there is a treasure chest amongst the ruins here.
Probably further in than I am.
Probably by not much.
Ah, I see it. Yeah, next fight.
A Telotech Reaper. Oh, jeez.
Am I sensing a theme?
Oh, hello, Americ. I didn't see you there.
Hi, Merrick, really?
And Lucia by his side.
Oh, that makes sense.
Ring of Casting.
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, gee, thanks. Oh, nice. Beautiful strafe there, Tiamat.
Notice Tiamat coming in earlier. Marmalade of Healing. That's a little more helpful.
Yeah, I came in, Estinian jumped in, killed like one guy, brought everyone else down to about 10% health, and then bailed and jumped through.
Oh jeez.
And then
yeah,
Tiamat
here it
strafed,
goes.
and Tiamat strafed them all.
Yeah. Telotech Sky Armor. Dragons. Oh, no. My poor child, I shall free thee from thy pain.
I am glad she is our friend and not our enemy.
Yeah.
And there's another chest here. If I can click on it. There we go. Necklace of Casting. Okay, in front of next box square. You're almost there.
Where's the... Earring of Healing.
Oh, I'm taking a look at this War Machina. It's a mobile fortress. Holy crap.
Which one is this?
Inside the boss ring.
I'm seeing the predators.
Behind them. That whole square thing, that's a mobile fortress. You can see the tank treads and the whirring gears, and that's why it's vibrating.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Well, let's stop it. Away we go.
Watch out for vent ports. And that's an elegant node in there.
Yes. Oh, well, it's reinforcements. Notice the second one.
Oh boy, push!
With what's it coming up? Missiles. I see. Okay, and now the magic tech is born.
And put it off!
Thank you, Alice, for that limit break. Right. Colossus. Pilotech Colossus.
And more incoming missiles.
So, ow. Attack on Titan?
Ha 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 ha, not quite.
Attack on Colossus? There's the missiles.
Are we dealing with the Colossal Titan?
Let's hope not. Bounce. And reinforcements. Good thing I looked up. Oh, cripes, I had not seen that.
That was an interesting boss set.
You don't say. Oh, for crying out loud.
Yeah, you're really close.
There we
There
go.
goes.
Especially since Alice got the limit break off on this thing last time.
Yeah, I think I forgot to use the limit break. Oops. Sorry. Oh.
Or,
No, you
oh,
got it.
that was it going down.
Yep. That
I was trying to wind up for the finish.
Denied.
Circlet of aiming.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, the healing will come in handy too. I'm only complaining about the striking because, well, yeah, Pugglist. Hi guys, come here often?
Kind of a tight corridor that you'd be jumping around in.
Not my problem.
No, it's not. Foxfire, you have one slot in your inventory, Rye!
The fact that you can see that in the reduced size.
Well, I had your thing
True.
up for a little bit while you were finishing up so people can watch.
Yeah, the problem is there's not a whole lot for me to dump.
You could move some stuff to your armory chest temporarily.
And then I'll never know it's there.
Not my problem. I will call unto my children. right. And there's the grassland.
Yeah, and the tower is getting closer. Agon waiteth in the heavens, my child shall bear thee to him. Right. Damn it. Buy iron trimmed sacks. Oh dear. A little bit of spare room. Hi, pig. You.
I'm so glad she's on our side. I only hope it stays that way.
And better yet, she's managed to get some of the dragons back. Sky armor and tele dragon. Telephony dragon?
Oh god. And there he is. Watch out for those tortoises if they shield up.
Those tortoises. Armored
Yeah.
tele dragons. Yeah. Impressive.
Because they have a tendency of reflecting back. So it looks like they're more interested in tortoise stomping us into the ground. Not complaining. It's easier to deal with tortoise stomp than the shell reflect.
Yeah, especially in this fight.
And we do have another chest. Wow, we're gonna face him early.
Might be a two-part fight or something. Eleutherium. And back to this theme. Lots of heavenwards music. You can't imagine why. Are you jealous?
Oh, this is not good. Yeah, someone took a pounding. And this is going to be a small arena.
Small arena for something that big, yes.
And he was tiny compared to Tiamat.
Well, yeah. Quick Tongue 7. Really?
You can toss that if you want. It's not like we don't have enough 7s.
Yeah, I know. I am unimpressed by that chest.
You ready for this?
Would it help if I said no?
Not in the slightest.
Okay, let's go in. Let's do this. Mapping the realm. Title 5.
Ow.
Scream. Malevolent ether coalesces in the air.
Oh god, those are nails.
Not targetable. They don't even show up on the, what's that? So they're basically a walking AoE.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is Ockmorning our butts.
Ockmorn. Really, you two?
What'd they do?
Alpha, no. Leave the healing to me. Overlapping with that. I'll do the healing from Alice. Okay. Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh.
that's a new one.
Yeah.
Yikes!
Oh, this is a new one. Guys?
There are tiny holes!
The center, they shrink. Instead of the AoEs that grow, they shrink. Thank you, Graha.
Ow.
Yeah, Giga Flare. Not my favorite ability. Ockmorn. Oh. Right. Scream. Saw that pattern coming. These patterns are getting more complex.
And I lost my dragon's blood.
Oh, nope, that's not gonna work. This is going to be... You get him, Alice. Oh, cripes. Double.
Liver breaking! For quick justice!
Alice did it for me. Because of course she did.
Always. Always and forever. Another Giga Flare incoming.
Oh, I barely survived that one.
Complete.
19%. This is not going to be good.
Switching to you.
Okay, where's the holes appearing?
In the center.
Center. Because the second one, it wasn't the center. Which nearly killed me.
Ooh, yeah.
There's like 2 different patterns. Oh, right.
You can move.
Getting that. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Don't die! Don't die!
He's alright.
Yay! That was close. Good job, kitten.
Wow.
And for a reward, we get... Too far away. A jacket offending.
Chest strap of healing. And orchestration roll.
Oh, very nice.
7 flames. Okay, time for a half-hour epilogue.
Yeah, unfortunately. Well, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on whether you like Sim-Max or not. We happen to like them, so not unfortunately.
And we have a half hour.
Children of man, the shade of my beloved is no more, and I shall forever be in your debt.
Antal an in Eist. Antal afa snalask I ash an dran miram.
By your deeds are we set free, and free we shall remain as long as I draw breath. Never again shall the dragons of Mercidia hearken to the lies of the Asians. This I vow.
Noble warriors, the dragons chose their friends well.
And who might you be?
Long have our peoples waged war, but no more. Your fallen lie beside our own. By our words and deeds shall we honor their sacrifice.
And let us put the past behind us.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Then let us put the past behind us.
The enemy of our enemy is our friend. And you have proven yourselves worthy of our trust. It is the Guardians who are deserving of our fury.
Yes and no.
I shall see that my brethren learn the truth of this day, and rally as many as possible to the cause, till we meet again.
Go in peace.
And thus did we make allies of the Amalja.
It would certainly seem that way. The Sultana will be pleased. Let's go and give her the good news, shall we?
Tower, Iron Bowl, Fordola.
Well, they were on recon.
I know.
Hopefully we
Sometime
gave...
earlier, inside the Pagelfan Tower.
You're slightly ahead of me. We shall see how this plays out. Oh. Oh no.
Yep. Ifrit the perfect body?
What in Ralga's name happened here?
The gods only know. But you can bet these poor sods aren't here by choice.
Quickly! We've got to get them free!
No, no, don't do that.
I had to go and touch it.
Get back!
No! What have I done?
It's too late for them. We're leaving, now!
That doesn't look good.
No, it's not good at all.
Yeah.
Lunar Ifrit.
No! Don't you dare! We came together and we're leaving together!
Well, look who's being a wallflower over here. Hello, Astidian.
He's making sure the pillar doesn't fall over.
Apparently.
I should have known you to be the one to end it. Mayhap now Tiamat will find some measure of solace.
I agree with that. Stola? To see the Amalja fighting alongside us brought to mind the Zune of the Crystarium. I pray that our peoples can forge bonds as strong as those with our counterparts in the First. Yeah, the Zune were actually pretty cool. Kind of rare number, but cool. From what I can tell, there didn't seem to be many Imperials in the vicinity of the tower. Hopefully Arnvald will have used the opportunity to get in and out undetected.
Yeah,
Well,
about the
that's
undetected part.
the hope, anyway. Husbando?
Though the day is won, thanks in no small part to thy valor, the Telaphori are far from defeated. Yet be that as it may, 'tis only right that we rejoice in Lunar Bahamut's banishment into the Aether.
Thancred. At least until he's resummoned. You know it's going to happen at some point.
Well, it depends on how they summoned him. For one thing, they were probably using a lot of the leftover dragons from the
Binding coil?
Asians, or not Asians, but yeah, I can't think of Alligans. And there's a limited number of those, and Tiamat will be cleaning up some of them.
Yeah.
So that might not be something they can do very often. Ingrid. It will take more than a single victory to wash away all the bad blood between men and Amalja. One has to start somewhere.
Fanboy?
Tiamat did all she promised and more this day, but I doubt she will be satisfied. Nay, she will fight on in defense of her children, wheresoever they may be.
And I have no problems with that.
Mm-hmm. They kind of need it.
Alphino?
While it would be too much to hope that we have seen the last of Handaniel, we have dealt his schemes a telling blow this day, and that alone is cause to celebrate. And celebrate I will, when we have received word of Arnvald's safe return.
Okay, I can agree with that.
Yeah, about that.
Excuse you.
Thank you. You may now enter Paglothan with portive NPC avatars. Well, maybe you can.
Just a second, I'm throwing some materia in my bag.
Sorry!
Hmm?
My inventory.
Well, hand me the materia.
Yes.
You know I'm the holder of all materia.
Actually, I can get another slot free.
Yeah, that'll help too. Okay, starting with Arianje.
Yeah, I think these will be the same.
Okay,
Yeah.
back to Alphino then.
When the dust settles. Alphino is minded to share his account of the events that unfolded in Paglothan with the Sultana.
Yes, it is Foxfire.
Standing around here worrying is not going to help matters. Come, we must discuss the day's events with Pippin and her Grace. Might be you.
Brave Scions. Yes, it is me. Actually, it's the Sultana. Would that I could treat you to a hero's welcome, but I bear urgent news from the frontistery.
Your Grace, whatever is the matter?
Our troops withdrew from Pathagalon, and they came upon 2 scouts sent to the nearby tower. I have yet to hear a full account, but it seems that one of them, your friend I believe, has been wounded and is being dragged away by the other.
Oh no. I must go. Forgive me, Your Grace. Can you tell us aught of Arnvald's condition, Your Grace? The wounded scout.
Not save that it is grave. The surgeons tend to him even as we speak. The infirmary must be inundated with wounded. If all of us goes, we'll only get underfoot. Theron, Estinian, would you mind going after Alphino? He may need some support. From someone other than me. You too, Rylia. Go on.
Very well.
Thank you. The rest of us will see to the relevant people know what took place at Pathagalon. Sorry, I'm just stumbling over that name. I'm trying to get better. Really, I am.
Pagolfan. Think Fraggle Rock.
Aha.
Come on, then.
Stoic nod.
Stoic nods are best nods.
Okay. Off to the frontistry. Fortunately, we actually know where that is.
Yes.
We want to go to Husting Strip.
Mm-hmm.
Hey there, Jinlins. And there's Estinian being a wallflower again.
I take it Alphino is fond of Arnvald. I know how he feels, but hand-wringing isn't going to help anyone. You'd better have a word.
For Dola. Instead of standing there gaping, why don't you tell your friend to stop whining like an underfed dog? People are fighting for their lives in there. So for Dola.
Yeah, we know, you're concerned too. Please, tell me something. Anything!
Nice one, Foxfire! We're like a Pusicalist festival. Puggle-a-thon! I'm gonna have to use that.
Yeah.
Churchin.
Another one came to see the lad in silver armor. Master Demilo is attending to him as we speak. If you'd be so kind as to wait. What did Master Demilo say? Tell me his exact words.
Let the Churchins do their work.
Yeah. But you're right. Forgive me. When he said our farewell to Arnvald, I was afraid that something like this might happen. Now that it has, all we can do is wait.
Arnvald's made of stronger stuff. Have a little faith in him.
Fordola, have you been waiting here all this time?
We have done what we can. The rest is up to him.
May we see him?
I do not think that wise. You must let him sleep.
Thank you for bringing him back. He owes you his life. I just wish I had been there. Perhaps, I don't know, perhaps I could have...
Could have what? Got tempered? Don't flatter yourself. You can't save everyone. No one can. Not even the warrior of bloody light. People die all the time, for no good reason. And those who take up the sword die quicker than most. If you're going to shed a tear every time a soldier falls on the battlefield, you'd best stay away. It's no place for the weak of heart.
It may be that victory cannot be won without cost. But all life is precious, and I refuse to shrug at its loss.
All life is precious! Oh, you need to grow up, little man. Before your sparkling ideals get everyone killed.
You're right. He is idealistic. But the world has more than its fair share of realists, like you and me. It's people like him who dare to dream that things could be better, and make it happen against all the odds. They are the ones whose names live on forever. The heroes.
The battlefield's littered with would-be heroes. At this rate, you'll not be next. And what'll become of your precious dreams then? They'll be gone. Like dust on the wind.
Dreams worth fighting for don't die so easily.
Interesting how Estinian stood up for Alfie there.
That's not the first time he's done that just in this quest cycle.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Those two have quite the bond, but wow.
Yeah.
The fact that he acknowledges it.
Yep.
Come on, Alphino, chin up. Have a little faith.
I know. There's nothing more I can do here. Come, let us rejoin the others. Her Grace invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to join her in the Fragrant Chamber. Will the three of you be joining them?
Four of us, but yes.
We will. He didn't see Estinian holding up the wall.
Yeah. I assumed just as much.
But yeah, Estinian has grown a lot.
Mm-hmm. Well, him, like Nadehog, has let go of his rage.
Your Grace, pray forgive us our lateness.
Think not of that. I understand a close comrade of yours was wounded in the line of duty. Arenvold. It was at the Alliance's behest that he risked all, and we are grieved to hear of his condition. Rest assured, he will receive the finest care our chirurgeons can provide. On that you have my word. Now, we would share with you the findings of the mission. Pippin, Pray relate to our guests the details of Fordola's account.
First Bahamut, now Ifrit. Or Lunar Ifrit, as Fan Daniel would doubtless have it.
'Tis now all but certain that the towers were conceived to facilitate the summoning of primals by those imprisoned within. Less certain is the means by which the Telophoroi constrain the wills of said entities to enact their designs in defiance of the pleas of their victims.
Mayhap they do not. If mere proximity to the towers is enough to make loyal servants of the Empire's mortal enemies, it stands to reason that the same is true for those held captive. They invoke their gods for the good of Garlemald, and in their disturbed state of mind, summon a primal whose form reflects their own alteration.
It all begins to make sense. Upon closer inspection, I realized that the towers bear a striking resemblance to a much larger structure which Urianger and I observed from afar during our visit to the Imperial capital. Assuming it too is capable of tempering those in its immediate vicinity, it would go some way to explain the swiftness with which the Telophoroi managed to rally so many Imperials to their cause.
While the situation in Garlemald is indeed troubling, I fear we have more immediate concerns. Ifrit was not the only primal summoned. At approximately the same time, observers at several other towers bore witness to the emergence of further such entities.
Oh boy.
For a blessing, none appear to wield aught approaching the destructive power of Bahamut, and the Grand Companies are moving to deal with the threat even as we speak.
You needn't only tell me where to go, Your Grace.
Yeah, though.
I have a
if
lance.
they're-
I don't mind sticking it up Primal's butts. I've done it often
Yeah.
enough.
The good news is if they're like Primal Bahamut, though, or Lunar Bahamut,
Yeah,
they can't temper.
because they themselves have been tempered. In a stupid sort of way.
Though we are aware that the task will not be easy, we would call upon the Scions only as a last resort. Pray, conserve your strength for now.
Aww.
After all, it was not so very long ago that you rid us of Bahamut. On which note, I am pleased to report that our talks with the Amalja have reached an agreeable conclusion. They have pledged their full support to our cause. It is our hope that this historic agreement will encourage other tribes to join us at the negotiating table. And I know that I speak for all of the Allied leaders when I say that we will welcome them with open arms at such time as they do. Of course, this was only made possible by the feats of heroism performed at Paglafan. Moreover, we shall not allow the sacrifices of those fallen in battle to have been made in vain. As hope leads to victory, shall victory lead to a new dawn for Eorzea.
May these words ever be our guide, Your Grace.
Now, if you will forgive me, I must consult with the Syndicate on the matter of our new allies' integration. Till next we meet, my friends, I bid you safe travels and blessed respite.
Here it comes. Nope. Okay, I was expecting a meanwhile M. Fishy?
Yes, fishy.
F is for fishy.
Ah, there you are. Stola? Amidst this great push for peace with the beast tribes, we should do well to remember the old prejudices that still remain. It is a delicate political dance, and I do not envy the Sultana her task, nor any alliance leader. Estinian?
If there's no reason to linger, I shall take my leave. Because you can't stand having people know where you are for more than about 2 days at a time.
Pretty much. Graha?
Alpha knows only too well that sacrifices are an unavoidable part of conflict. But knowing something does not change how one feels about it. You yourself shared adventures with Arnvold, have you not? And I shall say no more.
Arnvold is made of a lot stronger stuff than he gives himself credit for.
And the thing is it's, as the Churchin said, it's up to him, and he has a fairly strong will to live, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Ryanje? With the secrets of the towers thus laid bare, our duty to prevent further abductions taketh on new import. Fail in this, and our enemy shall punish our negligence with a plague of primals.
Oh, that's not a cheery thought.
No.
Thancred?
Even without the threat of tempering to contend with, Grand Companies have quite a task on their hands. Regardless of Her Grace's protestations to the contrary, it may be best to dispatch a few of our own to assist in the endeavor. Remind me to mention it to Tatara, would you?
I will be sure to do that. Alphino, chin up.
I got the wrong one.
Oh.
You need to do Alphino.
Though we've won our first battle against the Talaferoi and made significant discoveries to boot, the war has scarcely begun. We must steel ourselves for what lies ahead. Alisei, who likes stealing the spotlight.
And remember, never ever mistake one for the other.
It will be your doom. Right then, unless anyone has any objections, I think it's about time we return to the Rising Stones.
Stoic nod.
That includes you, Alphino. Arnvold is in good hands.
Court, he would doubtless mock me for piecing about the infirmary. Let us retire then, that we might regain our strength and readiness for the coming challenges. If all are in agreement then, I shall let Kryl know to expect us. A hot bath and a hearty meal shouldn't be beyond arranging with the time available. Be good to be home. I have some thinking to do.
It'll be okay. Believe in your friend.
Yes, I'll try asking him. And thank you. I shall look forward to it. Our comrades eagerly await our return, and Kryl, in particular, has a few matters she is keen to discuss. One of which concerns you, Estinian, believe it or not. You will join us, won't you? Fine. That's about as much enthusiasm as we can expect. Really? I thought you said you were avoiding that Baldessian woman. If I refused, she would only pursue me. Let's get this over with, shall we?
Well, it's 11 o'clock now, but it seems like that's going to be our closing end. Do we want to see this through or save it for Friday?
Cold, is there anything more than basically one long scene left?
Yeah, it basically is one long scene, but it is a long scene.
I think we'll do it Friday then.
Okay, we'll do it Friday. We'll log off here. We'll just spend the next day or so on the Bonanza and transport.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you all very much for joining us. I will now shuffle you all to Rating Care to Win. Maybe, if I can type it right.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how long it'd be since I do know that since this isn't the 5.5 patch.
Yeah, and we've got more story.
0.55.
Yeah, we've got more story
coming, and we aren't about to hit the end credits.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, when that patch drops, we're going to have to make sure to leave time for credits. Lots and lots of credits.
Yes, the credits will be massive. In any case, thank you very much for joining us. You guys, go enjoy Care to Win's stream. Hopefully he's making good num-nums. And see you Friday starting at 10. Remember, Friday we start at 10, not 9.
Or a little after, but yeah.
Good night, all.
Good night, all. And there you go, midnight cookies.
Yeah.